should have something to say about what the Army Elijah Muhammad did as far as cleaning people up. But every time that you see what happens is we were trying to be self-sufficient. There's history in this country. Every time that we go to try to get self-sufficient, here come the supremacists to tear it up. Tulsa, Black Wall Street. Noble Drew Ali. Right? The Army Elijah Muhammad. I heard Imam Mohammed say when they got through taking money and lying and going on, because I know that money I donated we was trying to build a nation. Number 2 poor. It wasn't his personal money. We gave him a personal gift. We used to have a chart. Gift for him, and we had a personal gift, and we had our number 2 poor fund. When Brzezinski or whatever his name was down there, we'd all on buses all over the country come down there to show them what it was. They ruled, and when they got done with the, I'm getting loud. Let me slow down. They ruled to, when they, well, that ain't none of your, that's his money, and the lawyers and everything had to feed them frenzy like a bunch of barracudas and got all of the money. And when they got done, it was only $30,000 left. Wow. We had farms, airplanes, your supermarket, cleaners, barbershops. Poor people who really was down and out, they come in and did these things. You tell me he's not a great social mover? Now all these people with these PhDs and master degrees that come from these colleges, when they let me tell you something. They're teaching your children for servitude. That's right. That's right. That's right. I tell you, when I say to you that the name changed, but the game's the same. Now, people can only do to you what you let them. Yes, sir. That's right. It's up here. What they took away from culture. You don't need to go back to Africa and try to find Kunta Kinte, because I don't think it would ever happen anyway. When you going to talk to somebody, you're going to get back over here. The closest me and my wife got back, and I couldn't even get back there, was the slave records. I can't even get back on the genealogy of the slave record, and I don't want Gates coming here swabbing my mouth telling me I'm from Cameroon. Go ahead. You are a new people. You are not the African that they brought here. 400, 500 years, you are a new people. You will have to teach your African brothers. Who rules Africa going to rule the world? Why? Because all of the things that's necessary to run the computer chip and every other chip is over there. Why do you think they're over there? Because they like black people. They can go down south side Chicago and see black people. You got a reason for being there. We're going to have to help them out. But we're not going to be like they've been. That's what's going to be. That's what's going to be the part that a lot of people can't understand. We're not going to be by them like they was by us. It's not good to exchange something just like what you're changing. If it's bad, you may as well leave that in. Why would you step in and do the same thing? You don't do that. It's not your nature anyway. They change your nature. They took your culture. That's why you disrespect your woman. You come from patrilineal to matrilineal situation. You couldn't even be a pharaoh in Africa unless you come from the mother. You better not show up there talking about your son going to be a pharaoh. You get beat all the way out of Africa. Who best know who the mother of the child is? The mother. Yes. You don't know. No. You hoping. You don't know. She knows. And every one of us in here, bar none, and if you want to bring the world in here, every one of them come through a woman. We ain't carried nothing. I don't want to break your brother's spirit. You keep trying. But you ain't. Now, you know they're working on that, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Sister, you know they're working on a man birthing a baby. Now, how demented is that? Now, God have already set the process, brother man. And here we got a guy who wants to be God. You see, and he gonna change the process. I have no problem. I'm a little older now, but when I was young, I had no problem with the process. Shoot. Man, that was a good God. Knew what he was doing. Yeah. And I don't know what they're talking about. But what they did back to the school and the learning disability, what happened to our children? They brought them into and got them to buy the deal. And the deal was, if you would take these Negro children, because it wasn't called black then, this is in 1973, 1974, I believe, when they got the 94-142 bill, which said, and it was that every child had to be educated in the schools. Before that, if you were crippled, blind, or whatever, they tell you we couldn't accommodate you, we couldn't educate you. That law come in with that. But when they brought that law in, they rejected it. And they come in with a situation. Say, look, if you bring them into your school under the disguise of learning defects or learning disability. In other words, you got them. We're gonna let you. If you accept them into your school as Negroes or black, then we're gonna have. You can say that they are learning disabled, and you can resegregate them again. You resegregate them through. No, they call it special education. Special education, right. Yeah, you got a problem. So we're going to isolate you over here. Now, there's a direct correlation between special education and prison. When I was on the school board, it was 2 million in special education and 2 million African Americans in prison. Now, why? It's a farming ground, and they warehouse them for the prison.
That's right.
Our kids. We happy with that. And they're very slick. They have a teacher and some other people who are not qualified to determine, we're going to give an IEP. Okay? And you go in not knowing. We go in not knowing. Okay? You want an IEP? Yeah, we think your child needed an IEP. So you got a school psychologist and you got all them people involved, and they'll say your child is either emotionally disturbed or he's got some other defect. ADAD, they even do that, and ADAD is not even on the school. That's a clinical thing, come out of psychiatry. But they can link it if it interferes with your learning. Believe you me, they learn it. If you see, one thing we do, you talk too much when you go into the school. If a police can stop you now, the less you say, the better off you are. That's why they read you the Miranda Act. We should read y'all the Miranda Act when y'all go to school. Get information, don't give information. You go in there, and well, I don't know why. Well, you see, it's just me. His daddy ain't in it, and I'm trying to work. And I can't get out here like that. That's just what they want to hear, because now they're going to kick him out next week. And then you're going to go back again. And then you get him, And well, he showed up again. He did some stuff in gym, out on the playground, and then you go back and you get him back in school, and the next couple of days again. So finally, your boss said, "Well, Fred, we hired you here to do a job. We like the way you work, but we can't have you going up to the school every other day. Now I got to make a choice. I'm either going to sign that paper